Just finished some great axe practice. Now we're going to get into a workout. Well, the warm up to the workout, which will be a variation of the armor builder complex, I do believe. Just because I'm really liking the ability to squat again without very much pain. So, now what do I mean by a variation? The typical protocol is 2 cleans, 1 press, 3 squat every minute on the minute for 10 to 20 minutes. Okay? So what I'm going to do is for round 1. First of all, I'm going to do a chain. So I'm going to put the exercises together. The 3 of them are going to be done together. So I'm going to do clean, press, squat, clean, press, squat. The first round is only going to be 2 reps of each. Second round is going to be 3 reps. And I'm just going to undulate between the 2. For 20 minutes, it's 150 total reps. Let me make sure that math checks out. Every 2 rounds, we're doing 15 reps. 6 on the first, 9 on the second. Yeah, that's right. I already fucked up. The reason that I'm doing it this way and not just the classical 1 press 3 squats is simply because the weights I have are not heavy enough to warrant only 1 press. The way the protocol is supposed to work is you're supposed to go fucking heavy. The press is the limiting factor. Well, I do not have weights heavy enough to warrant that. Also, I used 20s. I wanted to use 24s. My bad. I thought I had more time on the timer. But you get the point. The reason I do it that way is because I like chains more than... I don't like it more than complexes, but the constant level chain does impact your heart rate and conditioning. Also, I feel like I might have somewhat dislocated this shoulder. Probably shouldn't feel that way on a press. But you know how I am, I don't give a shit. It only affects me doing this. And I've had issues with that before. I was going to do long cycle, but I like training with the 24s. And I like hitting my squats. Also, I'm kind of scared of long cycle, not having done it in a couple weeks, if not a month or so, because I've been really working on the squat since I could do it. So, yep, that's how we're rolling today. You could also split this up as 5 clean and press and then 5 clean and squat. Kind of gives you the same thing. So like every other round. I might do that just to try it here, but I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna stick to the plan. It's more volume, but you're doing extra cleans. Now normally, I don't like Armor Builder. I think it's too easy. But it is a pretty good total body strength program or lift. But it really should be done with heavier weights. But due to my shoulder and my forearm still recouping, should not have been swinging that axe around. 24 is a good weight. Plus I don't have anything heavier, so man. But in terms of like pressing strength, I'm gonna have to get 32s before I'm really challenged. So that's 106 pounds there. 32s are 70 pounds a piece. It's 140 pounds. That would challenge my press a bit more than these, especially over 20 or 30 minutes. And it would challenge my ability to stay upright in the front squat. But my primary focus is strength endurance, so a bit longer sessions, so I can be better at swinging my weapons. And yeah, I do believe kettlebells are better for that purpose than barbells. Those 3 lifts are going to build your total body strength and have your whole body firing as a unit. In fact, you can even do a thruster instead of a strict press, and that's going to get everything firing together even more. And I'm going to demo that next. So I'm going to clean it into a squat and then do a thruster. So now you're moving even more synergistically. I'll do another round of that, just like that. I might finish it off this way. It's actually easier on the shoulder because it's not a strict press. think the next one I want to do is the Wolf by Jeff Newport. And I'm just going to do the hardest version, which is 5 cleans, 5 squats, 5 press, 5 squat, and then 5 push press. I would supplement jerk or just do the thruster. Oh, and you do the cleans again at some point. Yeah, so it's clean, squat, clean press. Yeah, that's how it is. You're supposed to be explosive with the thruster. And yeah, you can't do more weight with that than a strict press, obviously. So there I added a thruster to the normal mix. Because why the hell not? I'm going up on the squat anyway. Might as well. So I'm going to do that for a minute. So like I'm giving you ways to alter the basics of the armor builder while still doing those movements. That's not even counting the other configurations with different kettlebell movements you could use. Apply to the same methodology. If you're really mobile, you could do an overhead squat instead of the thruster. So you would clean it, squat, stand up, press, and then squat again with the weights overhead. I'm not that mobile, especially not with 106 pounds overhead. I do not have the T-spine mobility to do that. I'm keeping the rep scheme more or less the same though. And I think I'm going to favor that thruster because shoulder ain't feeling great, unfortunately. It's like a push press, but you know, with the full squat. Because why the hell not? It's a cool movement. Here's one other way you can do it too. Instead of chaining it, you just do your 3 cleans and then your thrusters. just like you're supposed to do with the armor builder. You don't have to chain it. And then next round, I'm just gonna demo the normal armor builder. 2 cleans, 1 press, 3 squat. Because this is the 6 rep set. Anyway, where I wouldn't do 2, 2, and 2. So nothing changed here, rep scheme wise anyway. The reason I like this is not for how it's written initially, unless you're new to kettlebells, but I like it because the template is fantastic for complete customization. So that's why I periodically throw these in. If you're new to kettlebells, I actually do feel like this is the best double complex you should start with. Chain it, complex it, doesn't matter. And it does to an extent. Next little step from the other night, but it's worth it, or it was worth it. That'll go away. From there, I just add an extra squat. Which I'll do on the next one to even out when I did the presses. With the thruster. So now we have clean squat, or it's clean to thruster, and then squat. Was that really 20 minutes? Shit. Alright, well I'm still gonna do this. One. Lots of ways to have fun with the Armor Builder. Not just the basic bare bones, as Dan John intended. Because I do feel like if you're intermediate, it's not very challenging to do it that way. Unless you go really, really heavy. Then it's fine. But if you want what I want, which is more conditioning and strength endurance, you gotta vary it up like I was doing there. Otherwise it's too damn easy. 6 reps a minute is nothing if you're halfway decent with kettlebells. So you gotta mix up the variations and the tempo, and you gotta go for at least 20 minutes. Unless you're short on time, that's fine, whatever. My favorite variation is, especially if you only have moderately heavy weights and not really heavy weights, like these 24s, they're not that heavy to press. I could pick those up right now and do 5, probably, even with the shoulder pain. In fact, let's test it and I'll continue my point. And I had a couple more. If I had done clean and press, probably could have got 10. All right, anyway. When you got moderate weights, my favorite variation is clean to the thruster, to the squat, to the clean thruster, squat is my favorite variation. And I'm gonna do one more just to demo it. Again, my favorite variation of Armor Builder to use when you have only moderate weight available. And I literally just, this is now my favorite version. This is the only time I've done it. Those last 2 rounds, you've seen it, okay? So this is my favorite variation. This is gonna give you, with moderate weight, whatever moderate weight is for you, for me it's 24s, it's gonna give you the best bang for your buck. One. 2. 3. Yep. Best bang for your buck with that armor building template. There you go. Honestly, you just do 5 reps of that with a minute in between, you're gonna get a good workout with moderately heavy weight. For sure. Peace.